Hello, Leo. Welcome to Sidekick Tarot. I'm Ryan. Thank you for being here. This is going to be a general reading, so everything may not resonate. Take what does and leave the rest. And for more tarot readings after this, please check out my wife's channel, Adval53 Tarot. She's read for you as well. Thank you. All right, let's see what's going on. Whoa, okay. Okay, Leo, right away, this definitely has the overall energy of it. It almost seems like a relocation or relocating, whether it's a living situation, whether it's a business or foundation. I don't exactly know. But it almost just energetically feels like you yourself are kind of like relocating somewhere. But it does have the energy of moving on it. It's like moving place to place, home to home, house to house, apartment to apartment, wherever. But ultimately, this is a place of like moving from a place of movement, literally to rest. And then it's kind of like, okay, now that I'm like from point A to point B and I reach point B, now what? You're kind of waiting for further direction here. Okay. Interesting. Why is someone kind of like saying you can take something to the bank? What's that about? I don't know. Can you? It's almost as if like you're waiting for some sort of financial abundance or recognition to come in, because I do see you're wanting to reinvest in some sort of project or idea or hobby. Overall, what you're saying is you do have some type of grand vision in mind, but I have to admit, I'm looking at a little bit of a wizard energy. So badly I want to like yell out like Dumbledore, is that you? What's the other one's name from Lord of the Rings?
Oh, geez. I forgot. I don't know.
There's Dumbledore from Harry Potter, and then there's, because I know there's two. There's Gandalf, Gandalf the Grey, Gandalf the White, and then there's I think his name was Saruman, the Dark Wizard.
Oh, yeah. I just remember that because you just said that. I'm like, oh, yeah.
You want to watch 10 hours of
Right? Actually, what
a hobbit walking across country to throw away a ring?
Oh my gosh. That goblin too, getting all crazy for it.
His poor little, golem.
It's precious.
It's precious. His precious ring. Turned him into Jekyll and Hyde. When he eats the fish raw. You're ruining it. For him cooking it. That's sushi. Whatever this new project or plan is, Leo, it's interesting because it almost seems and feels like moving forward, you're kind of like saying, there's a switch in gears. There's definitely a switch in gears. It almost seems and feels like you've done something for yourself. At the same time, this is overall good for who you're around, who's closest to you, whether it be family, friends, loved ones, a loved one specifically. I feel like this is family energy, though. I feel like it is. You're saying whatever this is that you're coming across is great for everything and everyone. It's a nice energy because you are definitely kind of very self-aware to know that you need to kind of like acknowledge where you're at energetically speaking for the sake of everyone. Okay. Okay, this is nice. There definitely is some sort of communication taking place between you and someone. It's interesting because whatever this communication is, it almost seems and feels like there is this deliverance of good news between you and someone. It almost seems like, interesting, like communication from a higher up to what's that called? Like someone, maybe, hopefully this doesn't sound wrong or triggering, but if it is, it is. Someone underneath the boss, in a sense. Because it sounds like, Leo, you're the boss. But whatever this communication is between you and someone, it's kind of like you can finally put something to rest and leave it behind. Like, okay, I can kind of accept that. Ooh, and then something else gets stirred up. And now I'm hearing Wizard of Oz, the witch. I'll get you, my pretty. But then I'm hearing, what's that? The sound of wizards and witches today. It's interesting because even though it's like there's like this afterthought regarding this communication between you and them. It's almost like a very quick, like, you know, you're surrendering to it, but then like moving on, it's almost like you're replaying things over, even though you're not showing me you're replaying things over. It's almost like on to the next thing, but even then it's like, okay, it puts you back into that mindset of there's definitely some sort of difficulty here after this communication or after this talk or discussion to figure out like what is the real truth. It's almost like something clearly is now in front of you that you have to take care of, but whatever this truth is, I feel like that you're discovering that. Whatever that truth is, you're meant to. You're meant to find it. Ooh, goodness. Yeah. Lightning strikes. Lightning strikes. Unfortunately. Must have been some mind-blowing truth, because you're even in the energy of like, and now to let go of that, to be done with that. And once again, there's this energy of acceptance and surrender. It's almost like taking care of business, literally. Like, and I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do that. And it's what it is. Yeah, it's what it is. And that's what I'm talking about. There's that work energy. Yeah, you're ultimately kind of saying, like, I'm doing what I got to do to protect what is mine. Okay. I will say this is an energy, though, of whatever is not working out here, you're kind of throwing yourself into work. It's almost like with a little bit of a snarl, a lion's snarl. If you don't know what that is, it's like I'm going to, show and bear a little bit of teeth, growl, but get done what I need to get done. Nothing wrong with that. That's just your drive. Of course, if you are dealing with anyone, you could be dealing with an earth sign, a water sign, a fire sign, or maybe an air sign. They're all here. Goodbye.